Welcome, Lions. We're here at center field. I'm Chase Green, the SID. I'm going to be filling in for Mr. Drew Rogers today, the usual voice of the Lions. But I'm also partnered up with the man, the myth, the legend, the actual big buff, Avery Buffington. How you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm doing good, my friend. I'm doing good. Looking around here, beautiful day in the neighborhood of Bryan College. We could not have been luckier. And I will say, we got first game was a little bit of fun. Unfortunately, we weren't able to live stream that. We apologize to the other fans of UNOH. But who we got starting up today, buddy? We got our first pitch coming here.
We got Clay on the bump. I don't have the list right in front of me. We can pull that up.
Yeah.
We got Clay on the bump. He's our one of our lefty starters. He's transferred this year from who was it? Point University, I believe it was. And he actually, an interesting fact about him, he told me that he is ambidextrous and can throw 70-something with his right arm.
No way.
He told me. I threw with him over the fall during one of our breaks, and he told me that he can throw pretty decently hard from the right side when he's a lefty.
That's awesome.
And he's got a grounder up the middle, went off of him. Oh, and he got bobbled by the shortstop, Danny. Oh, going to second, going for a throw to second.
Think you got him.
He got him.
He did. Good throw out from center field right there.
Good recovery.
Let's see here. Who we got up next for their lineup? Let me get you, Mr. Buff.
Let's see, I can pull it up on here. So that was Darius Freeman that just hit. And
first pitch ball.
And this is Tyler Gregalis, who is currently hitting it. A liner towards first base and out.
Easy play for Bobo right there.
Nice couple of 2 outs, pretty quick.
Good start for the Lions here. What'd you take away from last week? I know we got weirdly rained out, had to go out to Ridgeland. Thank you for those kind of people out there. It was a beautiful ballpark for a high school stadium.
Oh, it was fantastic. It looked like a small minor league stadium, honestly. Nicer than most of the college fields I've been to, honestly.
I know, man, I know.
All that new turf they have. It sucks that we couldn't get a video going for that, but it was some nice games. Weather wasn't bad, just a little chilly. But I think our pitching staff went pretty well. We scored, maybe allowed a few more runs than we wanted, but wasn't blowouts by any means, and we scored a good bit, which is always what you want to do here.
Yeah.
We just got the, I believe that was the strike one pitch, 1-1 count.
Got a 1-1. Bear with us on the graphics. We're going to work on making that a lot prettier, I promise. But just give it a little time here, guys. We'll get there.
We just got strike two, put right in. Couldn't quite tell what it was. And 1-2 count. This is Seth Freeman currently at the plate. And grounder foul.
Yep. Thought that might have snaked in there, but got a little lucky there.
Got it just foul at third base. Would have been a hard play, though, if the third baseman had to make it. And we still got a 1-2 count coming. And fastball outside.
A little bit outside. I'm going to need our guys down there to start giving us radar gun analytics. You know, unfortunately, we can't relay that back up. But
I do know a couple of stats about Clay. Clay will, on a good day, got a hard grounder out to shortstop, picked up by Danny, throw to first, clean play, out number 3. We'll continue that next inning.
Yeah, love it. I will say, just lost a bunch of papers, so if that's what you heard, that's what that was. Thank you, guys. First up, we got Cade Cahoon here. Big start last week.
Like called a ball one on that. Wasn't sure what they gave him. Yeah, he started first pitch of the season. He took it to left field.
It was beautiful. That was a great start. I mean, after Cam Harvey had a great start with 2 strikeouts in the first inning of the first game last week, Cade answered offensively. Big shot over the fence.
Answer right away. That is Bryan College lives and dies by the big bomb. That's what
Sure
they go
do.
for. And first pitch starting the season, I'm like, that is the classic Bryan we're looking to see.
Mm-hmm.
I got strike number 1, 2-1 count. Bryan last year, they actually led the country briefly in home runs in NAIA, and then they were second place. I don't remember who it was behind. It was behind one of the top 3 teams, I think Southeastern.
Yeah.
For our chunk of the season, we were in the number 2 for home runs nationally, which was crazy to see.
That's pretty awesome.
It was the same month. Bobo, Bryson Lofton, we'll see him probably this inning. He's batting 3rd. He hit 10 in that month.
Oh man.
And that was what earned him a second team All-American. And right there, that is ball number 4. We got Cade Cahoon on first, and up next is Dante Morton.
Dante also another great 2 games last week. Dante had a solo shot, and then overall 7 RBIs I think on the day.
Oh, he had a crazy. He also had a triple the same game.
Yeah.
He got the 2 hardest parts of a cycle in that second game, but he didn't get enough bats to fill it out.
Mm-hmm.
Got the first pitch coming, and ball outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun to see him play. He's a good defensive diving plays, all kinds of all of the stuff you wouldn't expect them to react to, but it's great to see it.
Yeah, listen. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I think that's kind of the first thing I heard was, asking around. It's my first year here, and I was like, oh, who's our best baseball player athlete? And a lot of people say Dante. Just quickness, speed. He's just such a good stud athlete.
He's an impressive player. He batted over 300 last year. Nice little pitch. He wasn't looking for it. He's not looking for an inside pitch for the first strike.
No.
But he had a good last year. He started last year as well. He was our starting second baseman as well. And there's ball number 3 is another 3-1 count.
He's making him work for it.
Yeah, we're being very patient at the plate, which is nice to see. If he doesn't throw you something worth hitting hard, you might as well leave it.
Mm-hmm. Sorry for the wind if that's catching everybody.
Always seems to be a thing on Bryan Hill.
Always seems to be a thing.
And there's ball 4 again. Another 4-1 walk.
He's really trying to make these guys chase on the outside. I don't know if that's just getting a little lost on translation out there, but him and Cade and Dante both seem to be looking on the outside there.
They weren't looking for what he was throwing them. It does. I would like to think as a player here that he's afraid to throw inside of them.
Mm-hmm.
That he got short fences in both corners. You don't want to give him something they can just pull right over. That's what we're known for. You pull baseballs and put them out. We got now this is Bryson Lofton. We call him Bobo here. He was our second team All-American last year. He led us in home runs, and he was actually in the, I believe, top 10 in the country in home runs at one point.
Sure was.
Season. It was impressive to watch.
Bryson again, preseason, All-American, fun to hear. I know his parents were really pumped up about that. Bryson's just another guy. You look down his stat line, you look at the rankings, it's multiple top 15, top 20s, a couple top 10s. It was very impressive. I know he wasn't pumped about his first game as well, but, we had a lot of guys kind of carry that load for him.
And strike 1 is a 1-1 count. Looks like a slider or curveball. I can't quite tell from where we are, but some kind of off speed to put right over the plate. Wasn't quite what he was looking for, though. We got
Ooh, in the dirt. No movement. Good stop by the catcher.
Yeah, good stop. Cade was threatening at second, but wasn't quite enough for him to take that jump. He didn't want us to right now. And then we got Owen, I believe, if I'm seeing this correctly. Yep, Owen Naparowski. He's the starting catcher. He's up to bat right now.
Where is Owen from?
Owen,
Yes.
I don't remember the exact city, but he is from Canada.
He's a Canadian, that's right.
He's Canadian. Um,
So we have him and Tony both
Yep.
Canadians, correct?
yes, him and his name is actually Anthony. We call him Tony. But yeah, he and Tony are both from. I don't remember if Owen is specifically. I know Tony's from French Canada. He's from I think Quebec, but I could be off on the city. But
I'm gonna give you one more shot. There's another one. It's a different city.
I missed the city. So it's the other. What is the other French Canadian city? Oh, and there is ball 2 outside on Owen.
Just a little high there.
Yeah, a little high and out.
What's Max saying down there? He's giving him something.
Probably telling him what to do. You know, it's in the air, wait on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and go. He's loading up for pitch number 3. And, ooh, I'm not sure quite what was wrong with that pitch. Might have been a little low when it came in.
Yeah, I think it's a little low and outside. It looked just down the line here. We got a weird little angle up here, but
Yeah, we're a little
This guy-
farther back.
yeah, this guy's making him chase.
Considering that he's been throwing a lot that haven't been quite there. Looks like umpire's not.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
put himself in a tough spot. We got a four pitch walk. Here comes Cahoon. In for the score. That's 1-0 Bryan.
1-0 Bryan didn't have to do much to it.
Mm-mm.
3 walks and a hit, and there's a run in. And the regular celebration by the Lions out in the dugout. Up to bat next, we have Danny Marquez. Danny is the starting shortstop, and looks like our camera might have gone dark for a second. We apologize for that. We'll get that fixed shortly. We're getting that fixed right now. Yep, Danny's up to bat. He made a little bobble play earlier, and then he made the follow-up last out of the inning. And we are back with video. Oh, got a pop fly. First base side. It looks like he's got room. Oh, wow. I believe that was the second baseman. Just made an impressive reach back. He overran the ball slightly. I think the wind is messing with everybody, not just us today. Looks like it blew the ball back in fair, and I think it would have landed on the foul line had he dropped it or not caught it.
Sorry again about the video. We're trying to figure out these fancy new cameras. Much appreciated from our donors to get them these out. What a play down the sideline over there.
It was an impressive reach. Now we have Mason Parker is up to bat. That is, looks like down and out for ball 1. Sorry about the wind again. It might be an ongoing thing today. At the very least, we got some nice sunshine. Not a cloudy day. Great weather for playing in.
Yeah, I'll definitely take this over what we had the last couple weeks.
Pitch number 2.
Ooh.
Swing for strike 1. I think the scoreboard's a little behind. I don't know if y'all can see that. Currently a 1-1 count. Mason is the right fielder this game, starting it. Don't actually know. And there is. What did he call that? He called that a strike. A strike 2 right on the outside. He gave it to him this time. He's been looking for that pitch the entire game so far, and he got it this time.
Yeah, he's been working on that outside edge for the whole game, and like we talked about, those first three walks there. He's been trying to make these guys chase outside.
Ooh, very similar pitch. Didn't give it to him this time, a 2-2 count. I feel like that's a risky pitch to watch right after being given strike 2, the same place right before.
Yeah.
On a 2-2, I almost expect him to take a little hack at it, try to hit it the other way.
Yeah.
You just don't want it. You don't want him to risk calling that on you for a strike 3. You don't want to watch those. Kind of hurts. But he made the right call there, and here's inside pitch, full count.
Here we go.
Great battle back.
In your opinion, Buff, like what are you kind of looking for right here if you're the batter? If you're Bryan, what are you looking at right now?
Well, we know pitcher so far has had trouble getting strikes getting it over the plate, or in some case getting it called. He's thrown similar pitches that have gone mostly on the Bryan way. Honestly, here, anything close, I'm looking to make contact with it. Just like that. You just don't want to let it by you. And
Wow.
did he call it foul? Foul ball. It rolled foul. Ooh, that would have been an infield single to
I
score
know.
a run.
I thought that hopper was going to stay in there, but
It's like you
just
got
a tough little spin.
a bit too much spin on it, went the other way. Yeah, looking for anything close enough to be called. I'd be trying to make contact on it. If it's something pretty down the middle, you're looking to swing hard.
Of course.
Do damage right here. This is the best spot we have to do damage. You don't want to miss it. You got that full pond going, all the ducks on them. You don't want to leave them behind.
No, of course not. Let's see here.
Coming back in with the full count. And here comes the pitch. Oh, and there's a liner up the middle. Right to the center fielder. He's tagging up from third. And no throw home. And that is Dante coming in for the second run. We've got 2 outs now on the board.
Yeah, I think that center fielder knew. There was no chance on that one. Good hit, good sac fly.
Nice hard contact, just right to him. If he pulls that or pushes it the other way, it's probably a 2-run double.
Yeah, yeah.
Regardless, putting a run on the board is always nice. You're not wasting guys on the bases.
Good little small ball from Bryan right now.
I imagine looked like it was a fastball middle. He might be kicking himself a little bit for not doing a little more with it, but regardless, you can appreciate a hit up the middle.
Those are the ones you want back. He'll be thinking about, if I'd have got a little bit more barrel on that one.
Pull that just a little earlier.
Mm-hmm.
We got ball 1 just now, another outside pitch. Probably going to be the theme for this pitcher today.
Mm-hmm.
Up to bat, this is Darwin Gregg. He is the DH for today's game. Another outside pitch. Ball 2. He's looking at second base, but Bobo, not too fast a runner, is not really taking a big lead there.
Yeah.
And ball 3 outside. Same one over and over again.
I believe Bobo had, 2 steals in the year last year? So
I looked earlier. I believe it was 6.
Oh, it was 6. Okay.
Still
Maybe
not a crazy amount.
yeah. This is not a high-volume steal kind of guy.
No. And he batted .434 in the year, more than 500 on-base percentage. 6 steals is not all that much to him. There's strike 1, just a little easy. Inside a little bit. Want to get back in the count.
Yeah, Darwin wants to wait on his. Little on the inside right there.
Well, he's looking for a hit he can absolutely do damage with there. 3-0 count. There's no reason to swing at something you can't absolutely get to.
With those beautiful blue gloves, there's no chance you want to waste them.
And there's ball 4. He didn't have to wait long.
This has definitely got to be in the scouting report. These guys are pretty visual, waiting on only the good ones.
Well, and we're known as a home run threat, especially at home. We got short porches right on the corners. We pull the ball. It's what we love to do. It's our modus operandi here. So he might be pitching outside normally, but he's probably not wanting to leave something inside to the Bryan lines here.
Yeah. Because everybody's kind of a weapon. 1 through 9 in this case.
Not a gap in the lineup here.
No.
I think the only one that's on the field that's not hitting is the pitcher, and there's a reason for that. We got a DH for him.
That's right. Speaking of, your brother's going to be pitching next game. What do you rate his hitting ability?
Oh, that's a fun conversation. Oh, I know my parents are going to laugh at this one. He and I went very different ways when we were younger when it came to hitting. Weird enough, I was a catcher growing up, even though I ended up, 6'7", tall and skinny build. That was my position. He was a pitcher, first base when we were younger, and once he got towards kid pitch, especially 12, 13, 14, right before high school, he wasn't big about staying in the box with the live pitching.
Really?
He got kind of afraid of staying in and getting hit. I was a catcher. I didn't care. I was used to it. You get hit a ton, arms, legs, everything. So I enjoyed hitting. He kind of backed out from it, and by the time he was in high school, he became, typical PO. It's just how it sometimes goes, and it helps. Tall lefty pitcher. He's sitting at 6'6" now.
Yeah.
Throws, lower slot from the left side. He's got plenty of tools to be as a pitcher, but hitting was kind of ran out as his thing later on. So I think I can proudly say I'm the better hitter here.
Yeah, love it.
He's
love
got
it.
me on pitching, and he probably always will, but hitting's gonna be that's mine in the family.
Love that. Hey, you got to take something out of that,
Oh, yeah.
Because I mean, he's gonna be pitching next game, and Buff. I don't even know if I want to say tough start early on from his second game. I guess he was in the second game last week on Friday, but really rallied back. Quite a few strikeouts in the game. Really looked good. But interesting to hear that that's not his game in the batter's box.
Mm-mm. Well, and always got to get the wins when I can.
Exactly.
Took him 3 years to recognize that I was taller than him. As the younger brother, he didn't like hearing that. Because I stopped growing by the time I was a senior in high school, and he was 2 years into college, and it took him like another year to say, yeah, he's actually taller than me.
Wow. Because they do. A lot of the baseball players, if you don't know, often refer to my partner Avery over here as Big Buff. I don't know if that goes over well sometimes with the other brother, but
specifically his closest teammates, his Owen, the catcher, who he throws to the most, and a few guys who are close to him, they love calling him Little Buff right in front of me.
Oh, they sure do.
Absolutely.
They sure do.
It bugs him, and they think it is the funniest thing. They call me Big Buff and him Little Buff in front of me. Then you get to my own teammates, and they're calling me just Buff or Little Buff. So I guess it depends on who you talk to on who's Big Buff and who's Little Buff.
Yeah, most of your friends down here, I could tell as soon as I walked up, I already give him a little bit of jaw. He's like, oh, dadgummit, this again,
Well, and, he's got a lot of his relationships with people. He loves messing with people, loves playing little jokes, making little jabs, typical fun. But so he loves doing that to them, so they take every opportunity they can to jab back at it.
Of course they do.
They love messing with him, and so that's one thing that he can't quite get over, his younger brother being called Big Buff and him Little Buff, so it's just a little thing they can always pick at him with.
Good friends make fun of you too hard, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's how it should go.
Who is this we got on the mound
That's
now?
what I was just checking. Great head of hair.
I got on the live stats feed, it's Will Michael Bust is what I'm seeing. I hope I'm saying that correctly. And he will be facing Logan Stradley. He's a freshman this year. Came up, pretty talented player that came in. Been a surprise, honestly, because we had so many good hitters in the lineup. And there's a high fly ball center field. He hit it, got a little too far underneath it. Ball's in the air for a while, and that is out number 3. And that will end it for this inning. We'll get back to you next inning. Welcome back. We're at the top of the second inning. Clay is back on the bump, and we have, I believe it is Yoskar Feliciano. That is in for strike number 1. 0-1 count. Clay's been pretty efficient so far. I believe he's got less than 10 pitches for the first inning, and there's a ball way up and out. There's a 1-1 count. Here comes the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Swung on a ball that couldn't tell if it tailed or if it was an off speed, but outside the plate, he swung and missed on it. So we got a 1-2 count. And here comes the pitch again. It's moving pretty quickly. Liner up the middle, took it on the hop, second baseman. Over to first, and a clean play. There's the first out. They're throwing around the diamond to celebrate. So another quick 4-pitch at bat for Clay. Clay has thrown 15 pitches. So he threw 11 in the first inning. He's thrown 15 so far in the game to get 4 outs. He's been pretty efficient with it. He's thrown 73% strikes, and here's the next pitch already. In for strike number 1 on the inside. And next pitch is a ball 1-1. Clay's wasting no time with each pitch. He's moving pretty quickly. Here comes the next one. In for a strike on the outside of the plate. You got a 1-2 count. And here comes the next pitch. Ooh, close pitch on the outside. Some kind of off speed, I think a curveball. Just missed whatever the umpire was wanted to hit to call it a strike. And a pop fly way up in the air just outside the infield. Dante, second baseman's back for it, and he's got the ball. Out number 2. Another quick at bat. That was another 4 or 5 pitches. And we got 2 outs already. Clay's making quick work of these batters so far. Nice to see from a Bryan pitcher. Up next, we have Drake Miller at the plate. He's a lefty. Lefty-lefty matchup, and a grounder over to shortstop. Danny's got it. Throw over to first. Just got him at first. Nice throw. And that is out number 3 already. Another quick inning by Clay. He's been very efficient. And we will be back next inning. Welcome back with the bottom of the second inning. Up to bat right now is Bradley Prince. Here comes the first pitch. Ball outside. Looked like a nice pitch from up here, but just off the plate. Bradley's the starting left fielder today. He's also one of our catchers as well. And called that one a strike. Pretty similar pitches. That one must have been just a little closer. Got a 1-1 count now. And strike number 2. It's a 1-2 count. And I apologize. Looks like our feed has gone out again for video. We'll get that fixed shortly. And fastball in. He lined it over to left field, and it was caught by the left fielder. Went to somewhat deep center field. And I apologize once again about the video. We're getting it fixed right now. And we're back to the top of the order with Cade Cahoon. Fastball outside for strike 1.
Sorry about that, folks. I had to step away there. Buff, thanks for carrying the team.
No problem at all. And it's like some kind of off-speed outside, down and out. Ball number 1, 1-1 count. Waiting for Cade to do something similar to what he did last week. First pitch bomb there. Oh, pitch inside, called strike. 1-2 count. And here comes the pitch. Ball outside, 2-2.
Cade's got a good eye. I mean, he is what? You know, is Cade a true senior or fifth year? I cannot remember.
Let's see, I can
But
check
he's
right
as a seasoned veteran.
Mhm.
Boy's got a good eye out
He's
there.
been here for a while. He was a starter last year, and I believe the year before.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been a good player the whole while. Ooh,
Ooh.
rung him up on a kind of suspect pitch inside. Gave him out
Huh.
number 2 right there.
Looked from here, looked a little high and inside, but
Did look like he leaned back from it, but zone's the zone. We just got to stick to it. Sometimes how it goes.
I heard many people in the stands kept referring to it as a NAI strike zone.
They tend to vary wherever you go. It's still better than that Little League strike zone they like to refer to. Ooh, hard grounder over to third. Throw to first.
Oh.
Almost overthrew him, but he managed to get to it, and that is out number 3.
A little high. Well, good save, the first baseman there.
Much more efficient inning than they had last time. Didn't go crazy with walks, and we will be back next inning. Welcome back. It's top of the third inning. First pitch strike. I apologize. I would call out who the batter is. It's not updating right this second. Got Clay back on the bump. And ball inside, low and in. 1-1 count. I believe this is Lincoln Hakim, if that is how you say it. And swing for strike two. 1-2 count. Lincoln is the starting catcher for the team. And here comes the pitch. Hard liner over to third and just foul. Got a good piece of that one, but missed the fair side of the line. It was just out of reach of our third baseman as well. If it had been a fair ball, he might have had it. And Clay's in another 1-2 count. He's making pretty quick work, not wasting pitches. He's already ready to go for the next one. Shakes off the catcher. Here comes the pitch. Ball outside. Tried to frame it, but he dropped the ball. Ready to go again. Here comes the next pitch. Got a fly ball up to center field, left center. Center fielder's over, makes the catch, out number one. Throwing it around the infield in celebration. Just a couple throws. And Clay's ready to go again. He wastes no time getting to the next pitch. Strike one. Not even a question there. You can almost think Clay's on a 10-second pitch clock from how quickly he's getting ready for everyone. He's ready to go. Here comes the next pitch. Ball inside. Almost got him. A 1-1 count. And this is Tim Hannibal. He is the second baseman. Got a 1-2 count. Here comes the next pitch. Swing and a miss, drop ball. Catcher's making a throw to first. Easy third out. No, second out. Another routine play. This one by the catcher over to Bobo at first. Owen couldn't quite make the catch. It was a off speed, dropped down to the dirt. He blocked it and made a nice and easy throw over to first. Clay's ready with the next pitch. Not a strike. Got a ball, I guess it was a low pitch. One of few so far that he started without a strike. 1-0 count. Next pitch again. Grounder over to first. Bobo just misses it diving. Takes a turn at first. Right fielder has it. Ball's thrown back in. And a little grounder single. Just made it out of the infield. That was Justin Panton who made that hit. So we got a guy on first, 2 outs. And we are back to the top of the order with Freeman. Darius Freeman, the center fielder. This will be his second at bat. Wanted to offer at it, but it was called a ball outside. Clay's already ready to go again. Waits for the batter to get ready. Now he's taking his time, looking at him, looking at first. And back to the plate. And a foul tip. Got a 1-1 count. As a lefty, Clay's got a nice view of first base. He can hold that runner on without having to turn his shoulder or anything. He's ready to go again. Looking at the batter, now looking back at first. Staring down the runner, not giving him a chance to go. And he goes to home plate. You got a liner up the middle, just out of reach of the shortstop. Fielded by the center fielder and thrown back in, and runners will stop there. Another single just out of the infield. This one a little harder of a play. Now we got first and second, 2 outs. Back up to the plate is Tyler Grugalis. He had a strikeout in his first at bat. No, I apologize, not a strikeout, just 0 for 1. Here comes the pitch. Ball inside, 1-0.
It's going to be 37 pitches for Mr. Smith here.
He's made pretty quick work of them so far.
Mm-hmm.
Last 2 batters have been the hardest ones so far just because they made contact, honestly. There's strike 1, 1-1 count.
A little off speed right there. What was that?
Couldn't quite tell. I don't know all the pitches that Clay throws. When we get to my brother in the next game, I can tell you exactly what everything is.
Oh, yeah, you're going to be able to dial him up.
I know exactly what they are and probably what they should be view-wise. For Clay, I can only guess. We don't have the greatest view. We're a little farther back. Oh, turn around,
Good
throw to
turn.
second.
Ooh.
Runner's back in time. He's going to make him a little more weary about running from second. I do know, I've heard Clay throws in the upper 80s on his good days. You know, can't always be throwing your best, but he's an upper 80s fastball. He's throwing his slider. It's a hard gyro, so it's a vertical slider. It's often confused with a fastball. There's a, ooh, thought it would be a strike. I guess it was a high fastball, 2-1 count. He wanted to offer at it.
Yeah, I don't think it dropped like he had hoped it would right there.
I think he just missed the top of the zone, it looked like. But Clay throws a hard gyro slider, so it's a vertical movement. And he's actually thrown it as high as 84.
Hey, now.
So he pumps that one in there, and there's a ball 3. It's a 3-1 count. But so combining those two, you think you're getting a fastball, and it's going to drop underneath you when he throws it right. Something to look forward to. He's ready for the next pitch. Looking back at second, keeping the runner on. Here it comes. Not giving the call. That is ball 4, and the bases are now loaded.
Just kept it a little too high on most of those pitches there. Just I don't know if he didn't want him, he couldn't get him to drop, or just kept sending him a little high. But
I think he was a little worried about giving something too easy to hit, and he put it right outside the zone. It was good effort. Those were nice pitches. He didn't waste anything, but he wasn't given the call by the umpire. And up to the plate is Seth Freeman. He was the starting right field. A grounder over to second base side.
Make a play.
Makes a bobble on it, and he's not able to get to it. 2 runners are going to score. The right fielder comes in and backs up the play, gets it in. It is now first and second. That is unfortunate. Dante was playing shaded up the middle because it was a righty at the plate. He was covering second so the shortstop could be ready, and he hit it the other way just out of his reach.
I know that's a real tough play to make, but, you know, Dante's one of those guys that he's probably mad at himself. You know, if you get a hand on the ball, you got to make that. I know that's kind of how he feels, but really tough bounce on that one. I don't know if he really would have got it in there. Maybe, but.
It's a hard bobble. I'd say probably the hardest part to him is that if he hadn't bobbled it, there wouldn't have been 2 runs, just 1 run scored.
Yeah.
Here comes the next pitch, foul tip. Dante's probably kicking himself. He prides himself on his good defense, and we see it from him all the time. It's not often that you see him let a ball by him when he's got a glove on it. But as they usually say, the most important play is the next play. So he can't focus on what happened, but what's happening now. Once again, he's got a guy at second.
Ooh.
Foul tip back. And I believe that should be an 0-2 count, right?
That is.
There we go. Scoreboard's updated now.
Again, we apologize. Balls and strikes, we're going to get that fixed tomorrow. We'll get that on the live stream for you guys soon.
Everything's a work in progress right now. We're trying out some new things.
Yeah. A lot of new equipment, a lot of new cables that we are sometimes trying to figure out daily. So we'll get it there for you guys.
As a fair ball over to third base, he's going to tag third, and that is out number 3. Wasn't sure if that would be fair or not. Hit it right down the line.
Yeah, talking about just creeping down the line right there.
Looked like it was just a few inches fair. Cade was playing for the pull, and got that one, made it a pretty routine play.
Yeah, we'll be back here shortly. If the camera does go black, we're going to try to figure out the enabling itself to go to sleep mode. So
We'll be back next inning. Welcome back. Bottom of the third inning. We have leading off Bryson Lofton, also known as Bobo. And here comes the first pitch. Ball way outside. I don't blame him, but it seems he might be a little bit afraid of throwing inside to him, or even a strike for that matter.
oh, big cut by Mr. Lofton right there.
Got a 1-1 count now. Looks like some kind of off speed, threw it under the table. There's one thing about Bryson, he loves changeups. That is one of his favorite pitches to hit.
Really interesting on the off-speed pitch, huh?
Yeah.
Leave one hanging out there.
He's not afraid to swing at a fastball, but I've seen him. He will crush a hanging changeup. he doesn't miss those. You don't want to leave a fastball middle, of course, but he's not big on sliders or horizontal movement, as far as I know, as much. But that changeup, that is his favorite. And we got a foul ball going way back to the left, right over the net. Nobody in the splash zone over here. That'll be a 2-2 count. Batter's ready to go. Pitcher shaking off signs from the catcher. Shakes once, twice. Finally got a pitch he wanted, and here it comes. And ball way up.
A little high.
Looked like he wanted to challenge the batter with a fastball, but he missed the zone on it too. Now we got a full count going for Bobo. He's looking for a guaranteed strike if they don't want to walk him. See what they do.
Big turn on that one. That one's going to be way high in the air for those that can't see on there, but fly out to left field there.
Got way underneath it. Knowing Bobo, he is kicking himself for missing that pitch.
Those are the ones you want back, man.
He wanted that back, and Bobo's very critical of himself when it comes to hitting.
Yeah.
He when he misses pitches that he thinks he should get, he's very harsh on himself, and he's very practiced about it. He wants to come back and hammer it next time.
Yeah, I was listening to his dad. He was talking about him in the off season last year. He's like, I just want to keep getting 400 or 500 swings a day, and he's like, hey man, we just need a couple hundred, maybe 100. You're fine. You don't need to be in there all the time. Dad owns basically a training facility out there, and so he just wants to work, and I guess that's how Bryson's always been, and I know a lot of these guys are the same way. Don't need to overwork it. As much fun as it can be as a college young man. So.
Well, and his father, I believe, was his high school coach as well.
Sure was.
He was his coach as well as a couple other guys on this team that are here as well. We got a 1-1 count. Oh,
big swing.
Big fly ball to left field. Left fielder's all the way back at the fence, and that ball is gone. Watch out, left fielder. You're in the splash zone. That was a favorite call of the previous announcer.
Good hit by Owen Nafarowski, baby.
He got every bit of that ball, hit it over the fence, over the net, and everything into the pond we got back behind there.
Yep, first one of the year for Owen, right?
Yep, first one of the year for him. I think 6th or 7th for the team already. We've hit a good few.
That we have.
This is only game 3. It's a good start. He got every stitch of that ball. That's what Bobo was hoping to do with his pitch.
Yeah.
Over the plate, we have Danny Marquez again. He also is quite capable of hitting it out. Spat on that pitch, looked like a slider down, ball 1. Comes the next pitch. Fastball up, ball 2. Pitcher starting to work a little faster. He's taking a little pause, stepping behind the mound. Ready to go for the next one. Here comes the pitch. Fastball fouled back to the right side. Way out of play.
Now, just thinking about that, Hill Buff, you know, this right field monstrous hill, is this something you guys train on very often?
I haven't had much experience of it, but we don't use it for practice or training. There is, well, here comes the next pitch real quick. Ball outside. And it is a, oh, did you call that? Or the scoreboard just updated. Scoreboard's got 2-2. I was thinking that'd be 3-1. But, oh, here comes the next pitch. Fouled back to the right side off the net. It's still a 2-2. Yeah, we don't use it for training, but I've seen we've used squad games and stuff where, you know, I've seen varsity. They'll be running up and down the hill, throwing a ball. Oh, here comes the next pitch. He rung him up, slider high and in. He gave it to him.
That was a really nice pitch by that pitcher right there.
It came back right over the plate. You know, Danny's not happy looking at it, but it wasn't what he was looking for.
Yeah, but it's Bickleberg's first strike of the first strikeout of the afternoon here. Yep. So second, sorry.
Yep. That puts him. If this is up to date, that is 20 pitches for him, and he's got 2 outs this inning. Ooh,
a little high.
Watch out for in your ear. That's Mason Parker at the plate, and that ball just missed his helmet. He ducked straight down for it.
Now, Buff, are you a fan of the blue glove?
The blue glove. You know, I like some of the colorful gloves that players are getting to use nowadays. Here comes the pitch. Looks like an off speed. He just put right in for strike number 2. Yeah, I like that you're able to kind of express yourself with the equipment you're using. You know, obviously there's limits to some of it, but colorful gloves, light colors, something that sticks out is always nice to see. Comes the next pitch. Ball down in the dirt. Didn't chase it. 1-2. Yeah, my brother himself, he's got a light blue glove that he likes to use, and we're red and black color, so it sticks out a good bit.
Yeah, it's got a little pop to it.
He said he likes, the glove that's kind of very obvious, something different. Here comes the next pitch, and grounder over to short. Didn't hit it super hard, kind of routine play, and that is out number 3.
Well, had a little drama there. Got a solo shot for Owen, and we're back out. Quick turnaround there. So we'll be back here in just a moment, folks.
Bryans are back in the lead with a solo shot by Owen. We will see you next inning.
Clay still.
That is Clay still on the mound, coming back for the top of the 4th inning. Hopefully Clay will keep making quick work like he's been doing so far. He's been pretty efficient, even with the couple of runs he's given up, and that is a ball down, it looks like, for a 1-0 count to the first batter. So far, Clay is at 45 pitch. Oh, got a foul ball. He absolutely smashed it. Went well foul to the left field side, though. Up the hill, up a second hill, and they're going to grab it.
Buff, that Dr. Pepper can's getting to you there, buddy.
Yeah, all this wind. Oh, there's a ball way out. Yeah, I got a Dr. Pepper can. The wind's trying to take it places, and I keep having to catch it.
I will say, if unfortunately you guys aren't getting to see the quick hands Mr. Buff has up top here, this guy's saved it in all angles.
I think I've caught it 4 or 5 times at this point. That is, ooh, that was a pretty pitch. He didn't give it to him. Clay's not happy with that. He was shaking his head at the umpire there.
We got a 3-1 count here.
And he was asking what was wrong with that. And here he comes, ready to go again. Ball outside, ball 4.
Yep.
He firmly believes he should have had a strike on that pitch.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of a frustration pitch right there.
We got a runner on first, no outs. I think that is the first no-out runner he's had so far. Because even when he gave up the 2 runs, it was with 2 outs. Runner taking a short lead at first. Clay looking over at him. Got a nice view, looking back and forth. Here it comes.
Drake Miller with the bunt. Okay.
Showed bunt and fouled it straight back.
So, Buff, here, if you are in the bunting situation, kind of give a little breakdown. Like, why would where are you going right now? You just got your solo runner on first.
If you're bunting here, you could go either side. As a lefty, it's pretty easy to put it down the third baseline. Oh, throw over to first. Bad throw or missed the glove. Bobo went into the fence. Right fielder and second baseman over. He's running to third. Long throw over to third.
Great
he might
throw.
Have him. No. Called safe. He was just a little late. That was a near perfect throw over to third.
Excellent throw.
They couldn't have recovered that much better. I think that was Bobo who got the ball and made that throw. I can't quite tell. It might have been Mason Parker.
Yeah, I believe it was Mason. I think Mason kind of called him off there.
Yeah. I don't think Bobo could have gotten to it in time. Mason
What?
was backing it up.
Yeah.
That was an impressive throw.
That was a rope.
The only thing that could have made it better would have been an out from it. Comes the next pitch. Hard grounder to first. He's going to tag the bag and throw it down to
Possible.
ball's out. Got the out at first, made a quick throw, and runner was going. They took the guaranteed run to tie the game. Ball was in and out of Owen's glove when he made the tag.
Yeah, that was a great slide into home plate.
Throw was just a little bit late. He wanted to get that guaranteed out.
Yep.
But at that point, with no outs on the board, I think I'd rather have bases clear in a tie game than both 2 runners on and no outs still. That's pretty easy to guarantee a run out of.
Yeah, I believe Bobo kind of want that throw back just a little away right there from home plate. But
yeah. Ball down on the dirt. It's a 1-0 count. Not sure if this is updated. There we go. This is Eliomar Otero. I believe, is he? Apparently I'm forgetting a name because I didn't recognize seeing his name last time. Ball outside, 2-0 count. This is the starting left fielder for the game.
Buff, I think we may have given Clay slot announcer's curse on the low pitch count.
Sometimes I got to learn when to stop talking.
We all do, buddy. It's okay.
You want to talk him up, but there's a point when you just got to let him do his thing and, wishing for a short inning, quick work like he's been doing. It seems like it may have gone quite the opposite way for him. The runner was signaling that it tipped him on that last pitch. Now he's got another runner at first.
Yep. That turned into, that winds up being Clay's 50th pitch. Excuse my dehydrated mouth there.
Got a mound meeting. Head coach coming over, trying to calm down Clay. Go back to what you were doing the first couple innings. You're still pitching well.
Yep.
Don't let them rattle you.
It's only been 3 runs.
Still a tie game. You're not behind. Guy at first. lefty pitcher. You don't really have to worry about him running.
Yeah.
Just get the guy at the plate. Best case scenario, you can roll into 2 right here.
Yep. Here comes Lincoln Hackham up.
And he's running. Running first pitch.
Oh,
Throws up.
and-
Oh. Throw was a little high. If it had been down, I think he had him.
Mm-hmm. He had a good jump on it, just couldn't quite get that throw down enough.
The runner had a good jump. Owen had a good timing on it.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little high, and you know Dante's not all that tall of a guy. He had to jump full extension for that one. Oh, grounder and foul. Couldn't quite tell where it was going from.
Yeah, I know. I was kind of wondering what that was too.
Got 2 strikes on the batter. That was he threw away that fastball strike to let the runner run to second. Didn't swing at it. So we got an 0-2 count.
Just get a little movement on the base running, I guess.
This guy, he's being very aggressive at second. He's big lead. He's not being held on very tightly though. And strikeout. I didn't see it.
Wow.
I was looking at the runner at second. Called third strike. Did he even swing? I wasn't sure. Quick 3-pitch.
Yeah, I was kind of
at
watching Mr. Otero out there
Yeah.
second as well.
Got everybody's attention right now. He's making a lot of big movements.
Very quick. With that kind of lead that he's got. Here he
Big liner over to right field and looking like it's foul. It is. Almost left the fence. This is not updated, but I believe this should be Tim Hannibal at the plate. Number 16. No, number 6. These numbers are not accurate. Got an 0-1 count. And he's looking back at second. Stepped off. Making him go back to the bag, and he's resetting.
Otero is really making them think out there at second base.
He's trying to command all of Clay's attention, not letting him think about the batter at the plate. We got 2 outs, though. Oh, ball, I think it was just outside. It's a nice-looking pitch. Some kind of off-speed. He didn't throw it nearly as hard. 1-1 count. He's looking back at second after getting his call from the catcher. Here comes the throw. Hard grounder over to second base, and there is your 3rd out. Not quite the clean inning I asked for, but cleaned it up pretty well.
No. As soon as we talked about the low pitch count, Clay rung him up, but looked like he got out of it, found his rhythm again, and we'll see if he comes back out in the 4th.
And we will see y'all next inning. Welcome back at the bottom of the 4th inning with the tie game, 3-3. And let's see.
Got Mr. Darwin back up.
Darwin's back in. He walked last at bat. Here comes the pitch. Ball inside. Looking to take back that lead that we had before. We've had the lead twice and given it up both times. And we've also answered.
We have always answered back.
Oh,
big knock.
Fly ball. Not sure if he got my little two underneath it. Still going, though. They're at the fence. That ball is on top of the batting cage.
That was impressive, Mr. Buff.
That ball kept going.
He is one of the smoothest swingers that we have on this team. That was impressive. I wasn't sure after that first pitch. I was like, okay, let's see what it does here. Left that one out for Darwin.
They're going crazy down in the dugout. I thought that ball was just a pop fly, and it kept traveling.
Yeah.
That cage is not close.
No, because what is true center field? What did you tell me?
True center field is 400 feet.
Okay.
And so I think right over there it's like 370, 360.
Dang.
It's not a short porch. It's a short porch way over by the foul pole. But, we got some hard contact in the air, foul, and a good bit out of the fence. Yeah, hitting on top of the cage is not
No, that was dead center of that bad boy. It wasn't like you just clipped the edge there.
That wasn't a quiet hit. That kept going.
Yeah, Coach Day wanted a piece of that first base foul ball right there. I saw a little jog. Get out there, Day.
Oh, big swing and a miss. We got Logan Stradley up to bat again. 0 for 1 on the day. And he's looking for his first hit. He's a starting center fielder this game. Here comes the next pitch. That was an 0-2. Now it is 1-2. Ball way outside. We wanted him to chase, but he didn't offer. Wasn't quite pretty enough for Logan's taste.
No, he wanted something better.
I believe Logan's the only freshman on this starting lineup.
Yeah, that's what I was
today.
just looking up. I was thinking, he's a true freshman.
He's a true freshman, I believe. Oh. I don't know about that call. It was called a strike 3. It looked like it was up and in. He backed off from that pitch.
Yeah, Logan was asking him what it looked like.
And we don't have the best angle, so there's no point in me arguing anything.
Yeah, let's just pretend.
We'll just, it's his zone.
Exactly. Not ours.
And the pitcher just needs to use it.
Logan was questioning, but he didn't look too argumentative, so.
Yeah. First pitch, called a ball. It looked like, I guess it was up, maybe a little inside. That was a 1-0. Start the at-bat. This is Bradley Prince back up. He is our left fielder today. Ooh, pitch inside. He took a hack at it.
Yeah, I think Bradley had that one kind of predetermined. I'm swinging.
Yeah, he geared up beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and with that kind of pitch, he just missed it. Maybe a little late. He wanted to put that over right field.
Yeah, he did.
And he's done it before. I've seen it.
So here's another question here for you.
Yeah.
So when you go from righty to lefty, back to back, how does that feel as a pitcher? I mean, this can be something from your brother. Does it take a pitch or two to kind of get back used to? Oh wow, this is lefty. I gotta really adjust my whole mindset here on which side's outside, which side's inside. Does it take a second, or is it pretty easy to have an on and off switch on that?
I think it generally should be pretty easy. And pitchers tend to have he is hit by a pitch. He's going over to first. Threw it a little too far inside.
Took that like a champ.
Yeah, took it. Didn't even flinch at it. He acted like he was wearing an elbow guard, and he wasn't.
Now Bradley might be feeling it a little bit. After the jog to first, that's when you start to feel it.
Kind of grabbing his arm. Now we got a righty back up at the plate. But yeah. Pitchers tend to have a side of the plate they're more comfortable throwing to. So there could be inside from a righty that he's just able to throw it into. We know that first pitcher loved the outside for righties. That is down for, I believe that's ball 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
So going back and forth, they can either try to pitch inside to lefties or just be really good at hitting one side of the plate. Also depends what kind of pitches they throw. If it's a guy that's got a big horizontal break, he might be changing his spot on that. But that one's way out. Should be a 3-0 count. I guess it just depends depends on the pitch repertoire they have.
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, especially in this situation where this guy's been, where both pitchers really have been kind of trying to paint the outside corners area.
Ooh, got
Big
pop
swing
fly.
from Cade.
Going
an
over
easy
the first
catch
base
for-
side. Yeah,
Mhm.
pretty routine fly ball right there.
Got Mr. Dante back up here.
I believe this is, yeah, this is Dante. Guess I was one batter behind in my head. That's right. Prince is on first. We got Cade. Just got that out. After Dante's great last Friday, looking to see what kind of heroics he can be up to today.
Mm-hmm.
Ball way outside.
Catch was ready to make that turn right there, wasn't he?
Sure was. They heard the call that he was going over at first. Pitcher might have yanked that a little bit.
Yeah.
Didn't want to give him a free pitch. He's been a little bit aggressive over at first. Another outside pitch. He called that one a strike. Should be a 1-1 count.
These outside throws seem a little 50-50. He just hadn't made up his mind today on what he's going to call on those.
A little bit of an uncertain zone on that side.
Mhm.
Taking their chances at it. Early on, it seemed to be going mostly Bryan's way. Seems to have trended back. And that is a hard hit to left field. That ball's going. That's a much bigger hit, but that looked like it would keep going.
Funny how that one looked better than Darwin's initially off the bat.
That ball looked like it was hit much harder than Darwin's, and Darwin's carried, and that one fell just a little bit short, right to the warning track. That is out number 3. Bryan's take back the lead, though. It's 4-3, and we will see you in the top of the 5th. Not to bring any announcer's curse on Clay. Hope to see him keep making a nice quick inning, but just keep throwing his best stuff out there. Can't always tell. Sometimes good hitters will hit pitches they shouldn't. And there's a swing and a miss. That is an 0-2 count. Good start for Clay so far. Clay's ready to go again. Getting his sign. Here he goes. Foul tip. Ooh. Couldn't quite tell at first. Looked like that foul tip went off of either his leg or his ankle. The batter's on the ground from the recoil of that. Little delay, and he felt it and went down. I know what that feels like. Oh. Looks like it hit a little higher than initially thought. Give him a second to walk it off. Looks like he's ready to go. Clay's back on the mound, getting his call. Here comes the pitch, 0-2. Didn't swing, strike 3. Nice outside painted pitch. That one, I don't think there was much of a question on that pitch, but the batter didn't offer at it. That's a backwards K for Clay. Here's the first pitch, called strike. Another good start to an inning for Clay. Here comes the next one. He's moving quickly. Called that a strike as well. Quick 0-2 count once again. Batter stepping out, taking him a second. Back in the box and ready to go, and Clay is already waiting for him. Here comes the next pitch. Hard liner to right center. That's going to drop. Just beat the center fielder. He's making for two. Throws in. If that were accurate throw, he would have had him, but the throw was slightly offline, and he gets a stand-up double. Apologize for not calling out who is hitting. The list I have has not been updated all too quickly. Play's ready, looking back at second. Here comes the pitch. And ball low. Owen looking like he's going to throw to second, getting the batter back, getting the runner back to second. And if this is accurate, this is Joscar Feliciano once again for his third at bat of the day. And that should be Tyler Gergalis at second. Pitch inside, he didn't offer at it, 2-0 count. Batter ready to go again. Clay looking back at second. Leg kick, and here it comes. Ball high. He might be getting a little bit distracted by the runner at second. Seems to be putting a lot of his attention over there. And he's behind in the count on this batter. Quick glance back at second. Here comes the pitch. Ball in the dirt. Runner's going to second and ball four. And now we have first and third, one out for Clay. Up to bat next, we have Drake Miller, and we have our second mound visit for Clay. First of the inning. This may be it for the left-hander we have on the bump. Coach Mack heading out, talking to him. Got someone jogging down the bullpen. It's been a good 5 innings so far. Only given up 3 runs. Gotten through, well, 4 1/3, not quite 5 innings. .72 total pitches. Was very efficient early on. It slowed down a little bit towards the end. Taking a long mound visit. Umpire going over to break them up. Trying to make time for the bullpen to get ready. Clay's not coming off the mound. It's like he's just trying to settle him down right there. Not quite ready to pull him. It's still been a very good game for him so far. Want him to focus on the batter here. Just get those next 2 outs. Best case scenario, you can roll a double play right here. Stepping over, throwing a first. Trying to keep that runner on, first and third. Most likely the catcher would not be making a throwdown if he steals. Clay ready to go, glancing at first. Stepping and throwing over at first again. That is his second step off. Batter back in the box, getting ready to go. Clay ready, got a sign. Looking at first, here comes the pitch. Runner's going. Called strike. Runner safe at second, no throw. Owen pump fakes and takes a glance at second. Runner, or takes a glance at third, rather. Runner only took a few steps, and there is no play. Clay ready to go again. Now to second and third, one out. A long fly ball. That is trouble going out to center field. And that is a big hit. It's trouble for Bryan. 3-run home run for Drake Miller. And that's going to put Northwestern Ohio up for the first time today. So far, they've only tied the score, and now they've taken the lead. That ball was absolutely hammered. It is 400 dead center, and that ball just missed dead center. That would have been a no-doubter just about wherever you took it. Clay's ready to go, ready to face his next guy. Here comes the pitch. Strike. Coming back from a home run, Clay's acting like it hasn't even phased him. He's just focusing right in on the next guy. Here comes the second pitch. Ball low. 1-1 count, 1 out. Here comes the next pitch. Foul tip coming back. And towards the camera, it's going to drop right in front. There's a 1-2 count. Clay's ready to go, gets a sign. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. That is going to be strike 3. 2 outs now for Clay. And they throw around the diamond in celebration. Next up, we have Eliomar Otero. And there is the first pitch, ball inside. Didn't off-red it. Pitch number 2. I didn't see the call there. Here comes the pitch. Foul tip going over to the first base side. No play. 1-2 count, umpire signals. Scoreboard's not being kept up to date. It's a 1-2 count with 2 outs. Here comes the next pitch. And foul ball going over the left side. It's going to be way out of play into the street right above, causing a car to stop on the way up. Clay making a very quick pace, always ready to go before the batter is. Here comes the next pitch. Strike 3, rung him up on an outside pitch. Batter didn't think it was, but walking back to the dugout. And that will most likely be it for Clay. 5 innings, 6 earned runs on 5 hits. And we will be back in the bottom of the 5th. Welcome back. Bottom of the 5th inning. Center field is going over to close the gate as we get ready to go. Signal that we're all good and we're starting the inning. Still on the mound is Will Michaelbust. He came in relief of the first pitcher, and he's done pretty well so far. We have him facing Bryson Lofton, also known as Bobo. Here comes the pitch. Called strike outside. He seems to like the that side of the plate. Outside for lefties, inside for righties. Second pitch called ball, 1-1 count. Pitcher gets his sign. Here comes the pitch. Ball way inside. Bobo stretching back to avoid it. 2-1 count. Pitcher gets his sign again, getting ready to go. Here it comes. Ball outside. A little too far out to get called. 3-1 count. Bobo looking only for something really pretty to hit. Otherwise, he's just going to let it go. In this case, this might be where he's the most dangerous. Oh, big fly to right field. Hit really high over the light post, and that ball is well gone. That was a middle skittle, and he just tasted the rainbow. There is Bryson Lofton's first home run of the year. He hit 18 last year, and he's getting his first in the third game of the season. You know he's happy about that one. 3-1 count. You don't want to throw him a strike there, and he did exactly that. Deficit is now just 1 run, 6-5. That is, I believe, is that our 4th home run today? Bryan doing what they love to do. And Owen is back up to bat. He hit a home run his last at bat. Here comes the first pitch. Ball looked like a little up. Just a little high. 1-0 count. Here comes the second pitch. Foul ball straight back. 1-1 count.
I think Owen wants a little back-to-back right here, don't you think?
I think Owen wants the same pitch Bobo got.
Sure does.
I was just saying 3-1 count. Bobo's taking a pitch that he really wants, and he sure did.
Yeah, can't leave it out there like that.
Owen getting ready to go. Pitcher waiting on him. Gets his sign, just nodded at the catcher, and here comes the pitch. Like a slider going way outside. He couldn't chase it. Might have been good on a 2-strike count, but 1 strike Owen was not offering. 2-1 count. Here comes the next pitch. Swing and a foul tip back. Looked like Owen wanted that one. He was a good bit ahead of it. I'm guessing an off speed. He was looking fastball there.
Yep.
2-2 count. Evened it up. At this point, anything close he's going to swing to make contact with. Slightly different scenario than Bobo was in.
Yeah. Bobo had a chance to wait on his. See what Owen does there.
Ooh, pretty pitch just outside. Full count. Bobo was able to sit pretty on his, and Owen's now looking for something he can just hit. But at this point, the pitcher now has to throw a strike to him, unless he just wants to give him a free base.
3-2. Oh.
Swing and a miss.
Very nice pitch on that one.
Looking fastball. He was ahead of that again. And that is, I believe, Owen's first strikeout of the day. And is this the 3rd strikeout for Will? 3rd or 4th, depending on if this is updated or not.
That was his 4th, yeah.
That is his 4th. It just updated. Up next is Danny Marquez. So far, 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout. He's looking to change that.
Another high pitch.
High pitch. Looked pretty close.
Yeah, Danny was another one. Had a great week last week. Today, got to find a rhythm.
Today and tomorrow, he's got a good chance to turn that around and look like he did last year. Here comes the pitch. Ball high again.
Yeah, we've had some really good shots. Despite the center field distance, we've had some really good shots out here.
That home run earlier that they hit, that was
a bomb.
absolutely pieced.
Yeah.
That's gone on a major league field. Like this
It's
fence,
impressive.
that center field fence is not short compared to big league fields, and that
Yeah.
ball's way inside. He's turning away.
Ooh, almost clipped him.
Almost did 3-0 count.
What do you? I know that didn't hit him, but it was close. What do you think is what's your least favorite spot to get hit in? Obviously, certain areas. But
I think right on the elbow.
yeah,
Right on the bone right there.
thin skin.
Not much meat depending where it hits. Might hit you right in the bone. It'll make you go numb. That one hurts.
Yeah, it's got an extra little tingle to it.
At least if you get hit in the waist or the hip, there's some more meat to help you there.
Yeah. Got a 3-1 count.
Ball 4.
Beautiful sounds of Dayton, Tennessee.
Gotta love being in the South.
Exactly.
At least half the vehicles here are trucks.
No place like home.
Up next is Mason Parker.
Max walking up to a little base runner switch here. Who's that coming out there for him?
Let's see. I can't tell from here. Let me see if they've got it. Play-by-play. They got a couple of guys now that they will pinch run.
Yeah, Mr. Rollins coming in for Marquez.
That's Rollins, Alex Rollins. He's been the designated pinch runner for the last couple of years. He's a senior this year.
Speedster, I'm guessing.
A big speedster. He finally got beat out by somebody this year, but he was undeniably the fastest guy for the last few years.
Yeah.
Got middle infield speed.
As somebody who never really had that, I envy those folks.
I was never close. There's a reason I was a catcher.
Yes.
Catcher, and even now I'm trying to play first base when I'm in the field. I'm not known for speed.
But you do have the length. You have the length. You can take care of.
I got height. At least I can stretch over it first. Yeah, we got Rollins over. NAIA rules, you're actually allowed to pinch run for any of the other seven batters in the lineup. The regular positions aside from catcher and pitcher, you're allowed to pinch run for them once and bring them back in the game as normal.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah. Whereas if the pitcher hits or for the DH and for the catcher, they can be pinch run for, I believe, an unlimited number of times. Catcher for sure.
Okay.
For the catcher, it's not a pinch runner, but a courtesy runner.
Courtesy runner.
That way, your catcher's not. And in the rule book, I looked at the rule book recently actually to see what their exact ruling was, and they recommend you do it with 2 outs. So
Did it give a reasoning why?
The reasoning was that the intention of the courtesy runner is so that the catcher does not delay the game getting back to the dugout preparing for the next inning. But the courtesy runner is essentially not making the catcher run.
Gotcha.
That's what it's turned into. So, yeah, catcher, you can have someone run for him as many times as you want, whereas the other positions, except for pitcher, I'm not sure if DH, when it's not the actual pitcher in the lineup, if that applies to him or not.
Gotcha.
But the other 7 positions you can pinch run once for.
Well, it looks like they're going to keep the pitching staff here, or send out a new pitcher out here after a long meeting, actually. Pretty long meeting out there at the mound, but.
Who do we have? It's not updated yet. We got Elliot Traver, I believe that says, filling in for Will. We got a lower slot. I think that was a sidearm. I didn't quite see.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's a low slot guy coming straight out from the side. It's gonna be a very different look from the last guy.
Especially big high kick too.
Yeah, big leg kick coming out from low slot. Now let's see what their stats are. So far, Northwestern Ohio has thrown 94 total pitches. Strike percentage only 38%.
Ooh.
And that is due to all those walks they faced early in the game.
Yeah, and we've seen a lot of the 3-2 counts, 3-1 counts.
Bryan leadoffs are batting .600 so far in the 5 innings. 3 of them have gotten hits to lead off the game. And it looks like the pitcher got ready to go pretty quickly. And he is facing Mason Parker for his 3rd at bat of the day. Mason's 0 for 2 with an RBI and no strikeouts. He had a sac fly earlier in the game.
That's a weird look. That's definitely got to be a weird look for these guys sometimes. What do you think? How many times do you think you see a sidearm pitcher?
It's
throughout the
becoming
year?
more common,
Is
I
it?
would say. I know I think we have 2 on just our varsity staff. We have
Oh wow.
um,
Okay.
even my roommate's a sidearmer. It's become more common in the sense that if it's a guy who maybe just quite can't hit that velo bump,
Mm-hmm.
where some guys have it, some guys it's not quite there. They'll go over and come down from the side. Sometimes it's more comfortable for them to be down the side. Oh, and he hits him right in the side. That is his second hit by pitch of the day.
Yeah. Oof. Mason just took that one
He
again.
took it again, didn't even react to it, just tossed his bat. Looks like he got it out and couldn't bring it back, left it arm side, just hit him.
I'll be interested to see what they're gonna do with Mr. Darwin here.
Ooh. Well, now we got near half the lineups hit a home run so far.
Yeah.
Just who are you avoiding at this point? You avoid Darwin, you see Stradley and Prince, and behind him, top of the order.
Yeah.
And there's only one out on the board.
Let's see what Mr. Trevor does here.
Looks at second, big kick, and
Oh,
a big
no.
hit to left field, excuse me. That's still go. Another one off the batting cage. What a day for Darwin Gregg.
I was a little worried for Mr. Trevor there because he's going to try to make that over adjustment and just left it to center for that guy. And
Yep.
Darwin's going to, if he gets a hold of it, you're going to see that a lot.
And that was a very different look from that first home run. That ball was pieced.
Yeah.
That was a linea. That was a liner out.
Yeah.
No
That
drop on
had
that
just
ball.
so much velocity off that one.
That ball barely went up or down. It just went straight out.
Yeah. Probably would have kept going too.
Oh, yeah. Would have kept going if there hadn't been a building in the way.
Again, thank you to our wonderful donors for that fantastic facility out there.
Nice batting cage. It's great for the winter months. We've got heaters in there.
Oh, it is beautiful down there too.
Oh, here comes the next pitch. And a foul ball down the right field line. Quite a bit foul.
Now they move some weight equipment down there too for now, or
To-
is it down in the cage? I didn't know if they moved some down for your facility.
We just have, buckets of baseballs,
Okay.
pitching machine, just the general batting cage. And we got a ground ball over to first base.
Ooh.
Ooh. Batter took a stumble. I think he reached for the
Logan,
bag.
he looks okay. Logan looks fine.
He's recovering from it. It was
Not the most graceful, but
bit of an awkward landing for him. He's reacting well. Gets just beat out. He was trying to beat it out and stuck his leg out and landed a little hard on the bag.
yeah, it was a very awkward exchange by first and pitcher.
Ooh, ball outside. 1-0 count. We got Bradley Prince up at the plate, left fielder. He is 0 for 1 on the day. No RBIs, no strikeouts. Another ball outside. 2-0 count. I wouldn't pitch around him, though, because behind him is top of the order. They very much need this out right here. That ball just catches the plate on the outside. 2-1 count. Finally threw the pitch he was looking for. This pitcher's moving very quickly, very high pace. Fly ball center field, pretty well hit, but going right to the center fielder, and that will be the third out of the inning.
Yes, you know that Northwestern really wanted to get out of that one.
They very much needed that. That's a breath of fresh air after that inning.
Yeah.
They take the lead, get up 6-5, and now it's 8-6 once again by another long ball.
Mr. Gregg doing a good job out there. We'll be back here shortly. Take a little breather.
Welcome back. We got a new pitcher on the mound. It is Jacob Allman. Allman closed out the second game last week. Here comes the first pitch. There's a ball down and away. He closed out the second game last Friday and had a fantastic outing. He gave up 1 walk, 1 hit, 6 strikeouts over 2 innings. He struck out every single batter that was an out. Here comes the second pitch. Ooh, up and in. And last week he was throwing 88, touching 90, throwing pretty hard. And his off speed, that slider, just untouchable. So far he's 2-0, hasn't quite hit the zone yet. Let's hope he finds his groove. And there it is. Nope, no offer. He called it a ball. It's going to be a 3-0 count. It was just above the zone, I'm guessing. This is Tim Hannibal at the plate. Here comes the pitch. Ball high again. That will be a 4-pitch walk for Allman. Hasn't quite found his zone. He might have warmed up in a bit of a hurry. Gonna give him a second to settle down. When Allman's at his best, he is nigh untouchable, but off to a slightly rocky start with the first batter he's faced. Allman gets a sign from the catcher, takes a glance over at first and gets set. Throw over to first. Getting that batter back in a hurry. Oh, I apologize. Tim Hannibal is the one who was on first. He just walked, and up to the plate is Noah Matheson. Throw over to first once again. And he called him. Out on that throw. Great play by Allman. Walked him over to first, but he made up for it by getting him off the bag anyway. 1 out. That's some pressure off of Allman's shoulders. What a great pickoff move right there. He was not expecting the second throw over. Now he can focus exclusively on the batter. And there's strike 1. Looked noticeably harder from the last couple pitches. He's getting a bit amped up after getting that out. Here comes the second pitch, throwing absolute gas. That is strike 2, swing and a miss. Just blew it right by him. Allman looks like he's feeling good after that out over at first. Here's ready to go. Here comes the third pitch. Another fastball, this one out and away. Couldn't get him to chase on it. 1-2 count, gets his pitch again. Nods to the catcher. Here it comes. Fastball up, just above the zone, about at the batter's eyes. Didn't want that. Moving very quickly. Gets his call again, ready to go. Here it comes. Off-speed pitch, well hammered to right field. Foul. Ooh, nearly hit one of the pitchers in the bullpen. Looked like it just went over the fence over there. That was a close shave. 2-2 count. It was a hard hit ball on an off-speed pitch. Looks like he was looking for that one. Allman's ready to go, got a sign. Leg kick, here it comes. Ball just up and out. He wanted to offer at it, but held back just in time. Full count right here. Allman got a sign, ready to go. Here comes the pitch. Fastball, blew it by him. Strike 3. Throwing it around the diamond in celebration, and back to Allman. Got 2 outs on the board. Allman kind of kicking himself a little bit. Not happy about getting behind after starting ahead in that count, but he got through it anyway. Ready to go, got a sign. Looked like an off-speed pitch, swing and a miss. Batter liked what it looked like, but couldn't touch it. We got Nolan Hull at the plate. He's 1 for 2 on the day. No RBIs, no strikeouts. Ball in the dirt away. 1-1 count. Allman got a sign and ready to go. Leg kick, here it comes. Ball up and in. 2-1 count. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Looked like an off-speed pitch. It was well ahead of 2-2 count. Batter was rearing to go for that one. Allman now ahead in this count. 2-2, looking for the batter to swing. Here it comes. Ground ball over the right side. Fielded by Dante, clean throw to first, and there's three. 3 up, 3 down after a rocky first batter, and getting him out cleared up the side pretty quickly. That is it for the top of the 6th inning. We will see you in the bottom of the 6th. Welcome back to the bottom of the 6th inning. Travers still on the mound. Here comes the first pitch. Ball low and in, almost hits him in the feet. Up to bat is Cade Cahoon. We're at the top of the order again. After Bradley Prince made that last fly ball out last inning. Got a ground ball over to third, in play. Gets it on the hop, makes a hard throw over to first, and that is out number 1. Cahoon just couldn't quite beat that one out. Quick out, just one pitch. And up next is Dante Morton for his 3rd at-bat of the day. Excuse me, his 4th at-bat of the day. I've gone through the lineup more times. Dante's 0 for 2 on the day, and that is strike number 1 on the outside corner. It was either a two-seam or a changeup, couldn't quite tell the velo. Came back on it. 0-1 pitch. Ball way outside, looked like a slider. Dante looking to change that 0 for 2. Get his first hit of the day right here. He was walked in one of his at-bats. Swing and a miss, another pitch right on the outside corner, well placed. Here comes the pitch. Grounder over to short, hard hit, one hop, grabbed it, throw to first. Almost beat it out, just got him. That was a close play. Owed to Dante's speed. And it's 2 up, 2 down on just, 4 pitches on the inning. Even with that home run given up last inning, Travers been very efficient, just thrown 15 pitches and 4 out so far. Less than 4 pitches per batter on average. And we have Bobo up to bat. Strike, called at his knees. 0-1 count. Here comes the pitch. Strike, nope, just missed the outside corner. 1-1 count. It was a close pitch. Neither the umpire nor the Bobo wanted anything to do with it. Here comes the pitch. Ball outside. Tailing away from him. Looked like a two-seam. 2-1 count. Pitcher gets his sign from the catcher, shaking him. Found the pitch he wants. Here it comes. Slide step, throws an off-speed, grounder over to second base, and that is 3. 3 up, 3 down in less than 10 pitches. That was a very efficient inning for Traver after giving up his runs in the bottom of the 5th. And we will go to the top of the 7th. Bryan 8, Northwestern Ohio 6. Welcome back to the top of the 7th inning. Allman is still on the mound for the Bryan Lions. We have Darius Freeman up for his 4th at bat of the day. He is 2 for 3 with a strikeout. Had a pretty good day so far. Allman looking to shut him down, make him 2 for 4. Got his pitch. Here it comes. Ooh, pitch inside, almost offered at it. Was able to pull back in time. Would have gotten hit by it if he'd followed through, more than likely. Allman got his pitch again, ready to go. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and that is a sword. Ugly swing by number 5. 1-1 count for Allman. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. This time he swung all the way through. Strike 2. That is a 1-2 count for Allman. Throwing a lot of fastballs, just blowing it right by him. Got his call already, ready to go. Here comes the pitch. Ball outside, 2-2 count. Allman got his sign, ready to go. Here comes the pitch. Swing and foul tip, going back to the left side, well out of play, up the hill. Still a 2-2 count. Already ready to go for the next pitch. And here it comes. Ground ball over to third base side, fielded cleanly, throw to first. One hopper, not able to pick it. Runners going to second, backed up by the catcher, and no throw. That will be an error. Not sure whether it'll be on the third base or on Bobo at first. That is going to be a 2-base error. Bryan now has 3 errors on the day. Is a pitcher that is frustrating for Allman, but there's nothing you can change about it. He just has to focus on the next batter. Next up is Tyler Gregalis. He is 1 for 2 on the day with no strikeouts. Got his sign. Looking back a second. Here comes the pitch. Ball up high. They've given the error to the shortstop. Allman looking back, the runner at second. Here comes the pitch. Slider called strike. What a nice pitch. That covered just about the whole length of the plate with its movement. 1-1 count. Batter didn't even offer at it. Ready to go. Looks back the runner. No one covering. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Ball up above his eyes, and he swung through. 1-2 count. Allman taking a second to get his signs. Nods his head twice. Looks back at second. Back at home plate, back at second. And here comes the pitch. Foul ball up over left side over the hill again. Watch out, cars. That's in the road. One, 2 count. Allman gets a sign from Owen. Here comes the pitch. Ball low in the dirt. Blocked by Owen. 2-2 count. Wasn't quite the pitch the batter would offer for. Nods his head. Nods twice. Allman got the pitch he wanted. Here it comes. Got hit right in the middle of the bat. Grounder up the middle. Throw to first. That is out number 1. Got jammed on that swing. It came back inside on him. That is the first out. Got a runner at third. If that runner scores, it'll be unearned because of the error. Preferably there would have been 2 outs on the board here, but errors happen. No one's perfect. Up next is Joscar Feliciano. Going for his 4th at bat of the day. There's a ball outside. Didn't offer at it. He is 0 for 2. No RBIs, no strikeouts. Allman gets his sign. Here comes the pitch. Slider, good pitch. 1-1 count. Dropped it right over the plate. Allman ready to go. Here it comes. Ball just a bit high. He's not even sparing a glance for the runner at third. Not expecting him to run. Pitcher set. 2-1. Here comes the pitch. Foul ball over to the right side, just over the light pole. 2-2 count. Allman taking a second to get his sign. He's got it now. He's set. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Off speed away. That'll be strike number 2. Or sorry, that'll be out number 2. Strike 3. Allman was looking for that. Much needed out. Up to bat is Drake Miller for his 4th at bat of the day. He is 1 for 3 with 3 RBIs. He hit that home run earlier. First pitch, ball up and outside. He hit that huge home run up to center field. Ball was absolutely pieced. He's looking to do the same again. Almond looking to shut it down. Here comes the pitch. Ball number 2. Almond steps off. Looks like an intentional walk for the runner. They don't want to offer to him. That'll be first and third, 2 outs. We got options now with the ball on the ground. Up to bat now is Cy Kerber. Excuse me, it is Lincoln Hakim. Apparently Kerber was put in defensively, and Lincoln is pinch hitting in the same spot in the lineup. That is ball 1 down in the dirt.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Avery. Had to
Got a
go
pop
take care
fly.
of some things.
That ball's in fair ground. Bubba's calling for it. That is out number 3.
That is it, baby. That's the first game.
That's game 1, double
Yeah.
header, so it's only 7 innings. And that game goes to the Lions 8-6.
That's a good call. Good call, guys. I will say this. All of Northwestern's games will be 7 innings. So it's the way they want to do it. This next game will be 9. So we will have that coming up to you. I think it's going to be you and Mr. Rogers next. Buff, appreciate it. Pleasure as always, my friend.
Yep. Looking forward to game 2. My brother's on the mound.
Oh, make it a good one, buddy.
Try not to make fun of him too much.
Try not to.
Gotta let him have his moment.
All righty. Well, we'll see how game 2 will be on the next stream. Just head over to the YouTube. It'll be on a different stream, so it won't be on the